What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 43 of Popcorn Punchups.
How do you do this every week?
Let's go at it. Did I say 3 again? It's 42. My bad. Episode 42, Popcorn Punchups 2. Maybe let's get at it. And one gets lots of things wrong, and the other one is Art House Fanatic.
Yep.
So,
We both pick a movie. The winner wins Punishment Week.
Yeah, it is. But not this week anyway. That was last week. No, week before. Oh, no, episode 40.
It was.
not 43. But Glenn Powell is absolutely everywhere. He's got a new movie coming out again, which he's just had The Running Man, which is the Edgar Wright one. And now the new trailer for How to Make a Killing is out, which is Glenn Powell is in it. So he's absolutely making bank at the minute. Like, the man's working. Ooh, look at you. Roles reverse. Don't
That's why I should take that one. That was low-hanging fruit.
Well, do you know what else is low-hanging fruit? There is a 4th movie that is coming out, and I did not think it would be happening. It's in a rush.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 4 is coming out.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane. Like, 1 was great, 2 was okay, 3 had a funny moment with the U. The guy's name was U, and that was it for the rest of the film. But now 4 is coming out.
Is it still Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker?
Yeah, but I think one of the not siblings, like the daughter, I think Jackie Chan's daughter is going to be in it or something.
Sure.
Yeah. And a weird turn of events, I didn't see this. Scarlett Johansson is going to be in the Exorcist movie by Mike Flanagan, which is a weird...
Yeah, right.
I didn't see that coming, but I'm here for it. I watched Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, yeah, and Flanagan makes some interesting horror stuff, like intriguing thriller, rather than just like horror. Cool.
But I don't know. Is the Exorcist like franchise / movies kind of done its run? Like, is there anything new you
could say the same thing about Evil Dead?
Do with it?
And then Rise was great.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
We keep looking at Exorcist Believer and pointing out how it's like one of the worst movies of recent years.
I think it was god awful.
Yeah. So, like, you know, it's pretty hard to talk about Exorcist without that sour taste in your mouth. But I don't know, different directors and different show writers and stuff, it could be decent.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm keen for it.
Yeah, I mean, Johansson's a big billing.
Let's get into pick of the week. We're going to start with your ones because it's the number 1 trending TV show.
And for good reason. Yes, I picked Pluribus. It's the next Vince Gilligan show. Vince Gilligan made my favorite ever TV show, Breaking Bad. I know that's obviously a very popular opinion. It's, you know, a lot of people's favorite, but it's for good reason. Breaking Bad's fucking incredible. It's well written. The character's fantastic, and Vince Gilligan has a what would you call it? Like a unique eye for detail, I suppose. Like, he really puts a lot of effort into every little decision that he makes. So Pluribus mainly stars there's multiple actors, but only one of them for the majority is quote unquote human. So Rhea Seehorn, who I only really know from Better Call Saul. Do you know her at all? You haven't seen that, have you?
No. I'm just looking at a list. No. I don't know it for anything.
Right, fair enough. So she lives in Albuquerque. So Vince Gilligan's back down in the south, mid-south of America, because Breaking Bad is filmed in New Mexico, which is Albuquerque. And so she is like a writer, and she writes schlock. Like, she writes like
mutt.
Yeah, more or less smut, like fucking pirate ships, and there's like a hot captain and whatever. And she's famous because of it, but she's also knows that she's writing crap and it's making her money. She is, I'm not sure if they're married or her partner is a woman called Helen. And the big thing is that the world doesn't know that she's gay. This woman who's a lesbian is writing one of the best-selling heterosexual smart books on the planet. And they're doing like a book tour, and you can tell that she sort of hates people. She's a very like negative woman. And in the first episode, all humans start like shutting down. We see some weirdness happening with like a chem suit, people in chem suits becoming sort of infected with something and looks like they're about to die, and then they come back and they've got a big like smile on their face looking all weird.
But that's after the person got bit by the rat.
Yeah. And it's not really explained, but I'm kind of glad, because I don't think this needs a big technobabble bullshit explanation just yet. I'm sure that there'll be reveals later, but more or less.
Kind of did, but it was pretty brief with the waves.
They explain that there's an intergalactic virus, kind of. They say it's kind of a virus, but it's not really. And its goal is to, I don't know what you had to describe it, like create a hive mind amongst the population. So it spreads this virus, and then there's like a trigger moment where every single person starts having like convulsions, and when they wake up, every single human on Earth shares a consciousness. Everyone can see through everyone's eyes. Everyone has everyone's memories, everyone's skill sets. Everyone knows everything, every other person. It's as if every single person is also every other person. Everyone shares thought and consciousness. It's a very interesting and simple concept, I believe, that Vince Gilligan, being Vince Gilligan, sets his law, like his rules of the universe, and he sticks to it brilliantly. And as a core idea, it's very interesting. It's all a big thought experiment. It's fantastic. So as the show goes on, it's Carol, or Rhea Seehorn, she's like one of 13 people on Earth who aren't infected, more or less, by this whatever hive mind. They call themselves us, so there's not really a name for it, but it's the Pluribus. Pluribus is, I looked it up, of course, 'cause I don't know what the fucking word means, so I'm not going to pretend that I did. It's like the idea of one become many. So it's like,
do you reckon he Googled it?
Probably, yeah. Vince,
when he was like coming up with it, he was like, one of us, and he was like, how do I say this in a more interesting format?
Yeah. So I've been referring to, it's a good name.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
100%. He saw it on a calendar and was like, I'm going to make a TV show out of that.
Yeah, so you think the name came before the idea? Sure, I'll ask him.
Yeah. Friend of the show.
Yeah, we're best buds. So yeah, it's this woman who's like eternally, perpetually negative. Her whole character is that, she's rude and negative and hates the world and wants to retreat and whatever. And the entire rest of the planet, she does it really well. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not very nice to anybody.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I totally see her side, but I like characters with flaws. That's what Vince really good at is really good at as well. Every character in Breaking Bad has their own set of flaws and weaknesses. So the whole planet is positive, smiling. No one can lie. No one can do any negative emotions. They can't touch her, hurt her, and their entire purpose is to serve her while they figure out a way to make her one of them.
Good.
For her to join the Pluribus. Yeah. And she's obviously trying to fight against it. And she meets 6 of the other people who, 5, there's 6 total. There are 6 of them who speak English, either as first or second languages or additional languages. And she meets with all of them. And every other person, the other 5, are all like, no, we want to join the Pluribus, because they've been told that the Pluribus is, positive and everyone's happy and blah, blah, blah. But it removes your individuality. So she's like, everyone's insane, fuck you guys. There's a lot of details I don't think are necessary to explore right now. But before I start getting into a lot of the things that I love about the show, Where are you at?
I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. So normally with these like slow burn mystery kind of esque shows, I get like so bored. But I think the pacing on this was actually pretty good. Like it was feeding me like enough information. I'm like, oh, okay, I sort of understand more about this. Because it's more like, I guess, some dark humor on there. Like it was actually pretty funny to the point where
it's just great at that too.
Where she's like, bring me a grenade. And they're like, here's a grenade. And then she like does a line of questioning, which is like, would you give me a bazooka? And they're like, yeah. A tank? Yeah.
An atom bomb?
An atomic bomb. And they're like, And I think like having the different people and their different like expressions, but they're still like, they've done really well with them having that sort of, I don't know, I guess the hive mind, but still also having some quirks of each of the people that are speaking. Like I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or even the pilots where they're like, there was a lady dressed as a Wendy's or whatever that was. Yeah, that's the one. And they were flying the plane. And then they even like circle back to it and was like, did you change because of the TGI?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, because she was like, why is a TGI woman flying the plane? So then on the way back, they actually put proper pilots in there. Like, to make a difference. They're like, no, just do it for me because I freaked out. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, there's still a lot of mystery. Like they're giving me enough that I'm like, okay, this makes sense. But then there's also like every time she loses her mind or is angry, it like kills a heap of people. And I'm like, I don't understand where that's going, whether that's like radio waves or vibrations or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's still that's.
Go on, sorry.
There's the hook of like, oh, you can unreverse the hive mind.
Yep. Yeah, because she figures out that they can't lie. So she has her assistant, Zosia, who, it doesn't matter. She gets given an assistant and she, asks the assistant a bunch of questions. And because she can't lie, she sort of answers that there's a way to reverse it. But now her big mission is to try and figure that out. How much have you watched? 3, 4, 5?
I literally just finished 4 and I was about to start 5.
Yeah,
because the next one comes out on the 5th.
Yeah, I watched 5 last night.
Nice.
There's, like you said before, there's like all these little moments that don't really serve much purpose in the grand plot of the story, but are like really funny. Like I said before, it's a thought experiment. It's what if the entire world had a shared hive mind except one person, more or less. She's the only person in America. And there's a whole scene where she goes to a supermarket, like a Greens grocer sort of thing called Sprouts in the show. And she gets there, everything's empty, and she calls up. She can just go to any phone and press 0, and she speaks to the Pluribus. And they say to her, we've condensed all our resources. Everything's empty. She's like, well, I want my shopping back. I want to be able to go shopping. So all these trucks come in and all these people walk out of nowhere and just start filling up the grocer. And we get to just watch this whole scene unfold of like the entire grocery get filled in, a matter of minutes. And then it cuts to her at home and she's eating a microwave dinner. Like, that's fucking hilarious. Like all that time and the whole big scene and they just cut to microwave dinner. And it says so much about her character as well. Like, his comedy isn't just references or callbacks or little goofy moments. They're like also character revealing that like in this world, she's not going to spend time cooking. And yet they offer her to cook her anything. There's one character, one of the survivors or whatever you want to call them. She calls them survivors. Who is just fully taking advantage of it. It's like some French guy. And he's like got the Air Force One plane and he's got all these like models that he, obviously is fucking bug in here, sorry. Yeah, I think it's awesome to see how different people would react to the situation.
Yeah, it's definitely well done.
Yeah.
But I originally thought it was I didn't realize it was 10 episodes. I was like, is he going to be able to flesh it out for the full 10?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple seasons.
Well, yeah. They've said season 2 is 2026. So
yeah, I mean, look at Breaking Bad. On a core concept, there's not much to it. It's a guy who's going to die, who wants to get money for his kids before he passes away. But then what it becomes is enormous.
True. Yeah. Gotta say, Apple TV, they do put out lots of good things. Yeah. They don't put out heaps, but like a lot of their stuff is normally pretty solid, like Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Apparently that new show is apparently pretty big. The one with like Jennifer Aniston and some Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, that was like one of the first ones that came out. It was like
morning show?
Pretty solid. Yeah.
Right.
Apparently that's pretty good too.
And Shrinking with Jason.
What's it?
Jason Segel, and my brain's fucking fried this morning. And Harrison Ford.
Yeah, what's the other one? Starts with S. Severance.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. People always say it's great. Yeah, they're more selective. I like that they're a bit more. Let's not waste money on random shit like Netflix do. Netflix just throw money at everything and stuff sticks.
Yeah. Some sticks, some doesn't. It's kind of like what Blumhouse do, isn't it?
And honestly, Disney do the same, just with 400 million instead of 2 million. They can afford it.
Yeah.
What else? I am wondering. So in episode 4, she drugs her assistant more or less to try and get answers out of her, and she almost kills her. I don't think she's dead. And
she goes into cardiac arrest.
Yeah. And at the end of the episode, I mean, this happens right at the beginning of 5, so I'm going to reveal something to you. It's a very slight spoiler, but I promise it's not the exploration of the entire episode of 5. It's right at the beginning. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
At the beginning of episode 5, the entire Pluribus leave her and disappear because they can't be around her. They can't have any negative emotions, and they're mad at her because she drugged one of them, and they put the Pluribus in a tough position because they can't be negative with her. So they literally all leave while she's sleeping. She wakes up. There's no one in the entire town where she lives, so she's alone. And they won't even speak to her on the phone. There's like a voice message that she's like she can leave a message, and they can like drop her stuff off or whatever. With drones. And it made me wonder if the entire series is a big allegory for relationships and how like communication works in relationships and like love bombing works in relationships. And there's a lot of, I'm wondering if it's like, more or less the silent treatment. The entire planet is giving her the silent treatment right now. I'm wondering if with that in mind, I'm wondering if I watch back, like I noticed, like I said, we're like love bombing and how initially it's all just, you get everything you want and you spend a lot of time together and blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm wondering if there's more to it with that in mind. So I'm looking forward to the rest and watching more.
Yeah, interesting. That's a pretty solid theory. I don't mind that. I don't mind that rule.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's super interesting. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say the same thing. But yeah. I'm hoping that it keeps up steam and it doesn't drop off. But yeah, super interesting. Pacing's good. Acting's pretty solid.
Very much so.
Even the shots are really cool.
Yes.
Like the first when it locked me in, I was like, when she's first experiencing the hive mind and she's in the car.
Oh yeah.
And it's like it's at the front and it's like facing her, and like you looking out of the rear window and all this stuff's going off. Yeah,
for sure. Vince is very good.
Also,
go on, sorry.
I had a good laugh at her like still dealing with like the humanity of people, where the guy's hanging on the crane and she's like trying to get him down, And then he's like, we can help you with that.
Right.
He's like, I was just trying to get him down. He's like, we know. He's like crashing against the wall and stuff.
Dragging his head along the side.
Yeah. Funny as.
Yeah, Vince is good at that. And like I said before, in his shots, he, I think the word I want to use is thoughtful. He I once heard a director, I think which director said it, but I use this in class all the time. Some director once said, you've got to make 1,000 decisions in every scene. Why not make the right ones? And I feel like Vince is like a perfect example of that. Like every scene, every shot, every lore building, whatever, a lot of thought goes into it. Like all the color theory around Breaking Bad, every character wearing different colors to represent certain things. And there's a lot of that in this too, like I said, with the shots as well and the details in the background.
Vince only directed 5 episodes of Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Yeah. And then 2 episodes of the X-Files. And then 9 episodes of Better Call Saul. He only did 2 episodes of Pluribus?
Pluribus, yep.
Oh, thought he did all of them.
Yeah, but he's hands-on as far as I understand. He may not be directing, but he's always on set and making decisions. And I think that's why he takes a step back from directing a lot, so he can focus on sort of grand details rather than just like scene details.
Yep, that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, super good. Super interesting. Can't wait for more.
What would you give it currently?
4.5.
Ooh,
yeah,
solid.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what's going on with the Spanish bloke too, because he like hates them all. Like he hates everyone, and like he refuses to get food from them, and he's like eating dog food and contains or manages a storage locker facility. It's like going into the storage facility. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that's they're definitely gonna team up in some capacity.
Yeah, well, he sounds like the only other person besides Carol who is actually against the Pluribus. Every other person is like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, from the 5 that we saw, so it means there's 5. How many are there? 13.
13 total.
Yeah.
But the rest are all, there's someone who's really, really old, someone who's really, really young. The rest don't really seem like they could do anything. They may kind of be against it, or maybe they're for it, who knows, but they're not helpful. He's the only person who's seems to be helpful by the sounds of it. But yeah, where are you at? What number?
I'm in that 4. Solid 4 in a minute.
Yeah, it's a solid 4 for sure. 4, sure.
Still really, really good.
Yeah.
Well then, let's move on to your pick number 2, which is mine. So this one is, it's linked with Critical Role.
Correct.
Which
it's
is like
their second campaign.
This is their second campaign.
Yep. The first was the show Vox Machina.
Mm-hmm.
And
right.
Yeah, after that show finished, after they finished the first campaign, D&D campaign, they made the second one, and that's what these characters are.
Okay. Is it the same story? So
no.
Of like their whole campaign? Okay. It's just based on their characters.
Yeah, oh sorry, same story, yes. I thought you meant as in like from Vox Machina to this same story.
No.
Yes, it is. It's the same characters, same story. There's a bit more world building, my understanding. But yeah, it's pretty much their D&D campaign turned into a cartoon. Same with Vox Machina. Okay. And the same voice actors who play their characters, because all the people who play in Critical Role are voice actors.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I watch some highlights of Critical Role occasionally when it comes up on TikTok and whatever, but I don't watch
Me either.
the whole bits and pieces. I know people love it, which is fair.
I've never enjoyed hearing about other people's campaigns. I'm sorry, everybody else out there who tells me about their campaign all the time, but I don't enjoy listening to other people's campaign stories. I want to play my own campaigns.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not super invested in the Critical Role stuff. I like watching the highlights. Some of them are pretty funny.
Yeah.
So when this came along, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, because the D&D a lot of the D&D shows are hit and miss. Like the newest movie was pretty good.
Yep.
But the previous movies were terrible. I thought this might be a better Dragon Age, because like the Dragon Age animation was god awful, terrible. And I thought, this might give me a bit more of like the Dragon Age feel that I was kind of going for, which kind of not really, but whatever. So this follows a group of criminals and misfits who are the only ones that can prevent the kingdom from plunging into chaos when an arcane artifact capable of reshaping reality falls into the wrong hands. So, there's this big artifact which allows the people that have the artifact to continually reincarnate or come back, so they never technically die.
Yep.
But it's really a weapon, so that gets stolen by this group of criminals, and then we are getting these ragtag groups of people. So like one's a wizard. I was going to say magician, but he's a wizard who for some reason has lost a lot of his magical ability, which I still don't quite understand why. He has an unlikely team up with is he an orc or a troll?
Goblin.
I can't remember. Goblin. It's a goblin who has a drinking. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the brave is his name, with no comma.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, they have an unlikely team up where they're off and they're sort of like looking out for each other because the down and whatever.
Because Not's an alcoholic and no one sells a goblin alcohol. So the wizard gets him alcohol.
Yeah. Then we have a really aggressive female fighter who reminds me just of your stereotypical, I'm going to beat everyone up. Like, I found her pretty unlikable.
Yeah. I don't know how much I would have enjoyed playing with her in a campaign, to be honest, but...
Yeah. And then we've got the unlikely other duo, which is what is her race? The blue girl who comes from the brothel, pretty much, or like the orc who has the
it's Jester. Jester and
Fjord.
Fjord's from the
sword that like
the pirate ship, right? Do you mean?
Yeah. And he has the sword that has barnacles on it, has the eye, and he gets magical powers and stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's a warlock who's got like some powers from some deep fucking creature in the water, or kraken or something like that. I don't know. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool character. Like, there's some really cool aspects to this show, and like the animation is quite good.
Yeah,
I just struggled hard to get into it.
Same,
dude. The episodes are what, like 40-ish minutes each, kind of.
45, something like that, an hour.
Yeah, and it was like I was just watching. Like, I was never excited for any real moment. There was some cool moments where I was like, "Oh, that was a cool fight scene. That was a cool movement." But overall, I was like, I don't really care about any of you.
Yeah,
and I don't know what it is. Because like,
I think
as a package, it was pretty good, but it was like, I don't know.
For me, it was
I
just
say heartless.
Yeah, no, I think there was plenty of heart. I just I didn't like. There's two. I don't know. I wasn't in the right mindset. I'm not saying this is a bad on the show. I think it's probably a bad on me. There's too much world building. I had to do so much learning in the first probably 2 episodes. The 3rd episode was the first one I actually properly enjoyed. But the first 2 episodes, it's just lore dumping and introducing like so many characters, and no one's connected yet. They're all, there's 2 over there and 2 over there and 1 over there. And we're learning about the fucking monks monastery group, and we're learning about this bad guy group and the ship, and the only 2 grounding characters were the wizard and the goblin. Everybody else just felt like it was too much. My brain didn't want to sit there and do all that learning, so I just went to my phone. I ended up just sitting on my phone for so much of the of the first 2 episodes, which is disappointing. Like I said, it's on me.
Yeah, I don't know. There was definitely some. I don't know if it's the same animators or whatever, but there's some very Avatar-esque
Definitely
similarities.
Yeah.
So like, what's her name? Bo, the angry lady who was the fighter.
Yeah, Bo looks exactly like Sokka.
Yeah, and then a lot of the guards and stuff look like the Fire Kingdom people.
Yep.
There's one. There was like, what's his name? Mark Strong or something or other. He was his character design looked like the Fire Kingdom, like almost identical.
Yeah, the animation style is quite similar. If this was set, I know there's probably some. I don't know if Critical Role is set in Faerun, or if it's his own universe. I don't know enough about it, to be honest. If this was set in Faerun though, and it was like in Waterdeep, and we're seeing all the towns that I knew about and whatever, I'd be so much more invested if it was an actual D&D show, because I know all that lore already. But I really struggle with this much info dumping in the first 2 episodes. Was pretty much just an hour and a half of this is this person, look at this group, look at that group.
Yeah.
It was, and that's like, I don't know how else you could do it though, but it's for me, my brain couldn't handle it.
Did you finish 3 of them?
I watched 3. And I said 3 starts with they're at a traveling circus, and there's these little funny moments of characters interacting and doing stuff, and then it amounts to probably the biggest combat scene of the first 3 episodes, and it's really cool. Cool fight scene. All the little interactions with the characters are fantastic as they muck around and communicate and stuff. It was the first episode that I was like actually invested and was enjoying the characters and their interactions, because it felt grounded. It was just one environment with all the characters interacting with each other and the environment. I think a circus provides a lot of character writing and resourcing. And then there's a big fight at the end, and that's it felt simple compared to the rest. It was the first time I was actually invested. I'm not gonna watch more.
No, I don't know. It is quite well reviewed on IMDb as well.
I'm sure it's great. I've heard that. I've heard that the character writing is really good in this long term, and there's a lot of characters have a lot more flaws and a lot more of a character journey over the course of the whole thing. Supposedly that is better than Vox Machina, which I didn't see anyway, so I can't really compare them. I was looking up people online if they because I wanted to know if people like this, if it's just me, or if people also agree that it's not that good. But people are liking it. People say it's really good and that the characters are really good and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, like I said, it's more of a me thing.
Yeah, right. Vox Machina, whatever. Whoa, had 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, 3 seasons are out now, and then it's confirmed for 4 and 5. Crazy.
Yeah.
I guess D&D campaigns go for a very long time. So
for sure. Yeah. There's
they'd have
hundreds of episodes of resourcing, but they also need to explore so much more background stuff and introduce, because all the stuff you think like when you build characters, maybe not when you build characters, but when people build characters in D&D, their character doesn't exist from that moment. They have a whole bunch of my character was doing this and they were doing that and they were part of this group and blah 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 before they existed in the campaign. So that's the first 2 episodes, kind of that.
Yeah, I don't know. It was missing something for me. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't connect enough with it.
I'm sure now that they're getting together and, we're seeing them actually explore the world together from here on, that I enjoy it a lot more. But I'm not going to put time into watching it.
No, yeah. So, I don't know, that's the best part about D&D is when your characters all come together and you're like bumbling your way through the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I don't. I'll always humour people if they come up to me and want to explain their characters, because people like talk about their D&D characters. That's, a whole thing. But if I'm honest, whenever I'm sitting down in a room and I've got a student telling me about their D&D campaign, I'm rolling my eyes internally and barely listening because I don't really care. It's rude, but it's not. To me, D&D isn't about retelling stories. It's about the current telling of the story. It's like being in the group and building the story together. Hearing about through somebody else isn't the fun part.
Did I tell you about my D&D character?
Which one?
He has a really big sword.
He does. And it goes on fire.
Yeah. He never got it.
There's so much lore behind your characters. But that's the thing. Like, if we sat here and explained it to everybody else, it's not interesting. But to you and I, who sat there and built the world together, it's magic, Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, this isn't for me. I feel bad reviewing it and giving it a number because it's not really for me. I know in a few weeks I'm going to be talking to my friend Avery, and they love Critical Role. They love Vox Machina. They're always trying to get me to watch it. I know they're going to love this, so I'm curious having a conversation with them and hearing how much they like this.
I didn't think it was bad. Like I'm sitting at a 3 because it was still good.
I'm exactly the same.
I struggled to get into it.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, I don't know, it wouldn't be fair to give it lower than a 3 though. Exactly.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, a bad series, cartoon, whatever you want to call it. It's more of a me thing that I didn't enjoy it, is really what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty popular. It's currently ranking number 11th.
Yeah. And those who are loving it, fucking good on you. That's amazing. I'm so glad that this exists for you.
Yeah.
It's been pretty cool. Like, imagine listening to hours and hours and hours of people playing D&D, getting fully invested in the world building, and then a show comes out telling the same story. It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, over your campaign. That'd be pretty sick. Like if you're sitting there and you get to watch it and you'd be like, I remember that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But for me, meh.
Yeah. What was that dragon that killed someone?
Venom Fang.
Well, that's the one.
Yeah, that's one of those stories. I won't go into details for the listeners, but that's one of those, I was going to say episodes, one of those sessions that our friendship group talks about frequently.
Yeah,
so much happened. There was betrayals and PvP assassinations, and it went crazy. It was great. 2 characters in the campaign were killed by other characters in the campaign. And that's great. Storytelling was really, really fun, but yeah. Anyway. 3's all around, which means I win this week. Whoop-de-doo. Pluribus is better than Mighty Nein.
Did you win last week too?
No, last week you picked Samurai, I picked Running Man.
That's
and
right.
Last Samurai standing 1, so we're now 1-1.
1-0. Let's go.
Yep.
Well, you know what to do. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you give a 5-star rating. On YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And all we ask that you do is tell your friends. And we'll see you guys next time. Boys.
Love yous.